unlike your longboards. 22. This is the Meepo Edge, and I'm not very good at riding it, so it's aptly named because I'm living life on the edge, and I'm quite scared right now. Right, this is the Meepo Edge, and it's not good. I've got a bad ankle, it's wet, which is not good for a board like this. I haven't adjusted it yet, so I'm probably going to have to tighten the trucks. I am in the lowest setting though at the moment, and at the moment I'm going 12 miles per hour. There's 4 settings, but only 2 of them are available right now. After you've done 6 kilometers, it'll say, yep, you're used to me now, I'll give you a bit more speed. So for now, I'm going pretty slow. I'm going to thank Meepo for sending this, because I am literally the worst person to test an electric skateboard. 1, I'm not actually that good at electric skateboards. And 2, I live in the worst country ever for testing electric skateboards, the UK, because I've done that little right. Look at it, I've ruined it already. But it does have a kicktail.
You might be wondering why a kicktail is even worth mentioning. After all, don't all skateboards have them? Well, most electric skateboards are longboards, so they don't have them. The advantage of a shortboard is that it does have a kicktail, so you can make sharper turns, and also that because they're smaller, they're easier to carry by the trucks, and obviously lighter and easier to store. But the disadvantage is that you're more likely to fall off.
It's got 108 durometer bushings, 80A wheels, so they're fairly squishy. They're nice, I love orange wheels. It's got quite a decent amount of acceleration, even though I'm only going 12 miles an hour. I think I'm going to test it. I'll tell you what, straight away. To change the speed, you've got to click the... Okay, this is more stable. You've got to click the power button twice. So they say double click it because we don't want accidental speed changes. Bit faster there. I've got to be careful going around corners and everything, just because it's wet. Whoa! So it's got a JK Fock speed controller. I mean, I'm sure it used to always be Hobbywing or Live Fock. Now it's JK Fock. Whoa! And at the moment, I'm not saying, I don't think it's smooth. You can, whoa! You can adjust everything. Oh man. Honestly, I'm terrible at testing skateboards. I think this might be the last time I test a skateboard on the channel, because what did Danny Glover say? I'll tell you what though, it's got a kick tail. There we go. Can't do that on a longboard. So, unlike your longboards, that can happen. So yeah, if you accelerate too quickly and you're on the back, you can easily go off the back. Even like experts can do that accidentally. Now you can hold it into place by holding the brake button, so it is pretty solid right now. So get on, get set. I'll tell you what, it's not quite as solid as the old Live Fox. I can still move it quite easily, whereas in the past I couldn't. Right, so get low. Ooh. Don't put too much weight on the back when you go, and then obviously don't accelerate too quickly. I definitely don't feel as stable on a shortboard as I do on a longboard. But in terms of like the motors, which is 2 times 800 watts, and the power delivery, things like that, it feels quite nice actually. Ooh, gotta get used to that power.
Commuting style.
Manual. Warning of serious injury. These wheels are, oh, there's a car coming.
Charger
80 millimeters as well.
Charger.
They're usually 90.
Skate tool.
On the website they say 80 millimeter wheels suitable for various terrains. They're not suitable for various terrains. They're suitable for roads and pavements, but because they are bigger than your standard skateboard wheels, they do go over like bumps like this quite easily. So there's quite a few cracks in the roads. and it goes over all right. Top speed of 26 miles per hour. It does feel good, to be honest. I'm just being very, very careful today. So hopefully you'll be able to see a review from a more skilled skater than me. Do you reckon I can pop it up like Back to the Future style? Ooh. Nope, a bit harder. There we go. There we go. I think I might have to keep this to the summer. Max weight of 150 kilograms, and I'm kind of over 100, and it is having no problem at all taking me. I'm not taking it to Sandy Lane, if anyone's a regular watching. I am no longer taking skateboards up Sandy Lane. It feels pretty good though. I'm not going super fast, I'm only going like 19 miles an hour, but it feels nice. In fact, you know what, the power delivery is quite nice, as long as you deliver it on the dial, quite nice. Of course, this is a belt drive board, and for a belt drive board it is not very expensive at all. I think it's about 500 or something, which for what you get seems pretty good. The Kegel wheels seem really, got into a little dent there, really nice. And the base of the board, where the controller is and the battery, that's all neatly done. The ceiling seems pretty good. Well, I'll tell you later if it's not. There's no padded grip tape though. Meepo don't seem to often do that. I don't think I've ever had padded grip tape on a Meepo. Morning. Oh god, I don't like this bit. Bloody hell. Right, the battery itself, 345, it'll be there if I'm wrong, watt hours, 8 amp hours, which is weird because it makes the battery like a 42 volt battery or something like that. Right, we'll try and turn here, because obviously on a longboard I would not be able to. The leaves. I don't want to be in the leaves. That's disgusting leaves. You got the idea. You get the idea that A, you can turn the board using the kicktail, and B, I'm not very good on the skateboard. I've had a bit more confidence in the board, in the weather, in myself rather, not the board. I mean, it's really nice. It's just that UK in the winter is, whoa, it's not the time for a skateboard. If I was a skateboard company, I don't think I'd release any skateboards this time, but I suppose, you know, there's more than one country in the world, and some countries have got quite nice weather this time of year. So that battery, I reckon it's got a range of 20 miles. In my experience, I'd probably get half of that with my weight. Now the remote, chargeable by USB-C by the way, as you'd expect. It has 10 bars for the board, which is a bit odd. We're currently on 7 and I've done just over 5 miles. So that's actually not bad, I think. If I could get 12 miles out of this, I think that'd be pretty decent. I did an extreme range test on a Meepo V4S, which I really like that. And it's got the wheels, the like kind of cloud wheel copies. It's very nice. Oh. Well, the brakes are good. And unlike most Meepos of the past, you can access the computer settings in the remote and change loads of stuff. So if you don't like the power delivery, you can just change it to what suits you. Speed setting 3 takes you up to 26 miles per hour. So does speed setting 4, but speed setting 4 does it with a bit more gusto. If you are a newbie on the skateboards, it is harder to ride these than it is a longboard, because you're going to have your legs closer together, which makes it harder to balance.
Not long after this, I went to my great uncle's estate to get my drone shots that you've seen overlaid for the past few minutes, as my camera actually cut out. After a bit of drone filming, I saw that I'd passed the magic 6 mile mark, so speed settings 3 and 4 were now available. So, did I fall on my arse? Or did I run it out like I did once before? Let's find out.
So I have done 6.3 miles, and I've just noticed, because it didn't at 6 miles it didn't work, but I've just noticed, if you can see that, L E S has now popped up, S plus. Let me just take you through the remote. Actually, you can see it. It's got, if you look down the bottom, it's got your voltage and your current. It's got other stuff, RPM of the 2 motors, motor type belt, drive ratio 2:3, wheel diameter set at 80 so you can get accurate speed readings, and then back to the trip and the overall mileage, which is 6.3 miles now. This might be the bit where you see me fall off. Obviously I'm not going to accelerate fully. I mean, S plus though, let's just see what happens. I'm not going to just floor it because I'm not stupid. I mean, I am stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Low, weight on the front, 20, 22. Bloody hell! I was stupid. Bloody hell! I was stupid. There's a tendency to put your weight on the back, which is what I did, and that is stupid. I was so close to coming off then. Oh, I'm not. Oh. Let's just go up this hill. Keep your weight forward. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But it could do it. It was easily going to get to 26 then. Oh God. Life flashed before my eyes. I seen my son had to take over the channel. I'm just going to get home now. So that was the Meepo Edge, and I was on the edge, literally. Bloody hell. Come on in. You alright? Woo! It's got some acceleration, this. Anyway, that was the Meepo Edge. Ah, God. If you're interested in getting it, it's quite cheap. Links in the description. But don't use mine. Go find a proper e-skate and use their link, help their channel out, because life is hard being an e-skater, because they're not very popular, even though they're brilliant. So, until next time, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up. If you didn't, thanks for watching until the end. Thumb it down. Until next time, skate safe.